Turn to the report of the CSU Alumni Council and President Diapool.
Thank you, Chair Monville. I would like to provide you with an update on the alumni trustee election process. We're moving along on pace, and 3 finalists have been selected and will be interviewed by the full Alumni Council Board of Directors at their April meeting, where the next alumni trustee will be elected. The new alumni trustee will take office on July 1st. We also hope that you will join us on the evening of April 8th at Cal State San Bernardino when we host a reception and dinner in honor of Chair Monville's 10 years of service on the Board of Trustees. What a legacy of service you've given us, Lou, and we appreciate it. Next week, over 200 CSU alumni and friends will gather in Manhattan for the 6th annual CSU New York Tri-State Alumni Reception. CSU Dominguez Hills alumnus Sam Enriquez, Page One senior editor for the Wall Street Journal, will be our alumni keynote speaker. Thank you to the Chancellor and Presidents for your ongoing support of this successful program, and to President Garcia for 6 years of hosting us at the beautiful University Club, which is so enjoyed by our alumni. As you know, a focus of my presidency is telling the story of family legacy in the CSU. In November, we heard from Dr. Marshall Thomas, who is part of a second-generation CSU family. And in January, we heard from Tony Kawashima about his wonderful third-generation CSU family. At that meeting, I put out the call to the presidents to identify a fourth-generation CSU family, and wow, did President Armstrong and his alumni director deliver. I'm thrilled to introduce to you Blaine Frost, who is part of a Cal Poly alumni family that is 4 generations strong. We are so fortunate that not only is Blaine joined here today by his wife, Natalie, but also his daughter, Ashlyn. His father, Robert, had planned to join us, and we send him our best today. Cal Poly and the CSU clearly run in their blood, and I'm very excited to hear their legacy story. Blaine.
Thank you, Dia. Thank you, Chancellor White, and the entire Board of Trustees of the CSU system. Really grateful to be here. Specifically, Aaron Moore for all the hospitality and inviting us down. And special thanks to President Armstrong, President of Cal Poly. Really an honor to be here, and thank you for the invitation. Just briefly, our family is large. My great uncle graduated from Cal Poly in 1950, studied agriculture, and then my uncle Ed Frost graduated in 62, studied soil science, and my dad graduated in 64, studying farm management. Then I graduated in 88, met my wife Natalie there. We both graduated in 88. That began a 27-year marriage, of which we've benefited by having 7 children. 4 of our 7 children have all attended Cal Poly. 2 have graduated. Both have jobs in engineering. Our daughter right now, Ashlyn, she's a 3rd year studying in engineering, and then we have a freshman there right now. His name is Layton. And then we have 3 little ones at home that hopefully they'll get into Cal Poly also. That's our goal. Basically, all of us studied agriculture, construction, engineering, and education. So like to say that Cal Poly gave us all great careers, and we're very, very blessed to be part of the Cal Poly family. Couple things about Cal Poly. To me, it just represents family. I'm bookend with my uncle, my father, my great uncle, and of course my wife, and now my children. Bookend by Cal Poly everywhere. Our closets are full of Cal Poly gear. Just the other day, we were looking at some fishing pictures, and there's a picture of Ashlyn when she's about 1.5 years old, and her older brother, Colin, who at the time was 3.5 years old. They're wearing these Cal Poly sweatshirts, freezing by the lake, holding fishing poles. And I guess it's just been part of our whole entire family history, the Cal Poly legacy. All of my best friends, guys in my wedding, her godfather to godparents to a lot of our children, are all pretty much everyone that we met at Cal Poly. And pretty much I was telling Dia that a lot of my friends married their wives at Cal Poly and are all still together. So it's a strange connection that we all just kind of get together. Also have extended cousins, second cousins that all went to Cal Poly. So there's a lot of Cal Poly going on. But I think most importantly, what Cal Poly has given me is amazing business connections, networking. I'm in the construction business. Although I studied animal science, I kind of fell into that. But there's a lot of alumni support. Pretty much everybody I've hired has been a Cal Poly alumni, or guys that I've helped out are affiliated with Cal Poly, especially in the construction and engineering trades. a lot of networking. Just recently, a couple of my son's fraternity brothers graduated, and I was able to put them in touch with a home builder that I'm working for, and now I'm working for a 24-year-old who's now my customer, who's a Cal Poly alumni. So you just never know where it's going to go. Running into people at the airport, there's a lot of strong family ties. The town of San Luis Obispo, every time we go back there, it feels like home. It's comfortable, it's safe, it's clean, but when we step on campus, we run into President Armstrong, who knows everybody on campus, makes us all feel at home. When we were moving Layton into his dorms just this past fall, I texted President Armstrong. He came up there and helped us load some furniture into his dorm room, which is amazing for a major university to feel like a small town, small college. It's great. It's just a great feeling. Finally, just wanted to thank you all for allowing us to be here and share our brief or our long Cal Poly story. And I failed to mention that my son Nolan, who graduated a couple years ago, he's marrying his Cal Poly sweetheart, Courtney Yolson, whose dad was a Cal Poly alumni also. So, so we're hoping they're getting married this summer, and we're hoping in 19 years we'll be able to come back with our 5th generation Cal Poly child. So hopefully they'll make it happen. So thank you very much.
I think there's something in the water at the CSU, and Match.com should take a lesson. So, Mr. Chair, the question is, should the Alumni Council President seek out a 5th generation family? It's been suggested that it's not necessary. Everyone gets it by now. That said, they have the stories that we need to know and share when we advocate in support of the CSU. And they represent hope to the 1st generation families, and we have many of them. Like the alumni we heard from on video yesterday, who spent 23 years, a generation really, seeking her degree. So I suggest that it's worth it. So will she or won't she look for a 5G family? Only her hairdresser knows for sure, and Flo won't talk. But to all our campuses with 100 years or more of alumni history, be on the lookout. She may stake out your campus and spy on your commencement ceremony to find 5 generations of the CSU spirit. Chair Monville, this concludes my report. Thank you, Blaine, for sharing your family's powerful CSU story. And thank you to your entire family for making the journey here today. You're truly an inspiration. Thank you.